Good morning, students. I hope you all are good. Today, it is our third lecture on fiber to fabric, and I hope it will be easy you all to understand. As in the last class, we have discussed about some cotton and jute. Now we are going to discuss other natural and synthetic fibers that we can obtain from plants, animals, and by human beings. So what are the outline of this lecture? That are the some other fibers, that is wool, nylon, silk, acrylic, pure, polyester, hemp, and flax. So one by one we are going to read out all this, we can say, fibers. So the first one is wool. WOOL, wool is a fiber that has traditionally been used in the textile industry, commonly obtained from sheep. Wool fabric is soft to the touch and provides warmth to the body according to the weather condition, due to which it is the preferred choice for winter apparel. You know that woolen clothes are usually worn by us in winter, so they are the great absorber of heat. They won't let outside air to pass in our body. Therefore, we used to wear woolen clothes made up of wool during winter time. So wool has other features such as elasticity and good drape. Moreover, it can be easily dyed in different colors, thus make it suitable for use in fashionable winter apparel. So what happens, you know that wools are just we can obtain from many types of animals, that is different animals can just absorbing of with them we used to obtain wool. So it may be in brown color, white color, or black color either. So what happened, to just make them, they are easier to drape or dye in whatever colors we want, from which we are going to prepare sweaters like that, woolen clothes we want that. So moreover, it can be easily dyed, so they are very easily dyed in different colors, which type we want, or according to the fashion which type of colors we want to wear. The common type of wool used for production of apparel is merino wool, obtained from the merino sheep. This is one of the main type of sheep from where we used to get merino wool obtained from it, and merino wool is the softest wool in the world. The wool industry in the world is largely spread out in Australia, China, and New Zealand. Australia contributes nearly 25% of the world's wool production. So what happens with this paragraph, we can understand that merino sheep is one of the bestest and softest wool of the country that we of the world that we are getting, and this industry, wool industry in the world, is largely spread out in Australia, then China, and then New Zealand. And Australia is one of the continent that contributes nearly 25% of the world's total production. The next comes is the silk. Silk again is a natural fiber used for textile industry since ages. We know it is obtained from mulberry silk worm. We know it is a natural fiber that is obtained from animals. We know it very well. So the silk that is obtained from other varieties of silkworm is called wild silk. China, India, Nepal, and Europe have been traditional productions of good quality silk on a large scale. That means the ones silk which we are getting from different types of silk worm, they are called wild silk, while these are the traditionally we used to get silk from silk worm, and they are very precious to us, and having a good quality of silk we are getting on a large scale. Like that, China and India and Nepal and Europe are the most leading countries for providing silk on large scale. Silk fiber is to very smooth to the touch, at the same time being strong. It is it is smooth in touch also and strong while having. These qualities made it the fabric of choice from sarees and dress material. So this quality made the fabric to be of our choice, so that we can prepare sari out of this fabric and dress materials. Apart from this, silk is also used for nightwear, bedwear, bed linen, underwear, as well as home furnishing. These all are the examples where silk is used as a main commodity. We know that we used to wear sari that is made up of silk. It's also one of a most important way of draping, and just looking after that, these are the important section that we get. Now the next comes is core fiber. What is core fiber? It is also one of the natural fiber that is obtained from the coconut tree. I think you all know about coconut tree. You knows what is a coconut tree. So from there we used to obtain core fiber. Okay, core fiber is thick and strong and is hence ideal for use in rugs, sacks and brushes. These are the examples which are prepared from core fiber. If the core is harvested while the coconuts are tender, the fiber is white in color. However, it is brown colored if harvested on maturity. What happens when the core is harvested? At that time, the coconut is not so tender that they can cut out. But when the fiber, that time the fiber is in white color, and as they ready for to harvest, at the time of maturity, the color becomes to brown color. The core industry in India is largely concentrated in Kerala. Miss in the Kerala side of Kerala, we can find more core fiber in comparison to other. Apart from India, Sri Lanka is a major producer of core fiber. So, living not only India, but Sri Lanka is also one of the leading producer of core silk and core fiber. Now the next comes hemp. Hemp, presumably the oldest cultivated fiber plant, originated in Southeast Asia, then spread to China. It is obtained from the stem of the hemp plant, and it is used to make ropes, carpets, nets and clothes. These all are needed to prepare hemp. From the hemp plant, we used to obtain the stems of hemp, and from there this fiber is used to prepare carpet, nets and clothes. The next comes is flax. Linen fabric is made from the fiber obtained from the stem of the flax plant. It is used in the production of rope and high quality paper. We know it is like of, we can say, part of a jute type fabric, so that they are usually used in the production of ropes and high quality paper too. These are obtained from the itself plant of flax plant. Now the next comes synthetic. As we have completed the natural fibers, wool, silk, hemp and flax, now we are going to read about synthetic fiber. As natural fibers are usually obtained from plants and animals that we have read previously, but now the synthetic. Nylon. It is a synthetic fiber introduced in 1938 when nylon stockings first appeared. It is quite strong yet weighs less than any other commonly used fiber. Nylon fiber is smooth, non-absorbent, durable and dries quickly. It is elastic and resistant and so needs no ironing. Nylon melts at high temperature. So what happened? It was one of the synthetic fiber that has been introduced in 1938 when nylon appeared too much or the stocks of nylon were very precious in the time. It is quite strong yet weight less in comparison to other fiber. Nylon fiber is smooth, non-absorbent, durable and dries quickly. We know these are the features that we can get in nylons. No need to iron them, they won't shrink. Now the next comes acrylic, that is, it is used in making clothes and carpets. It is lightweight and warm and is used very similar to wool. In that means this is one of the synthetic fiber that is used for making clothes and carpet, having no weight. It's just light and warm and it's similar to wool. Next comes polyester. It is a synthetic fiber produced chiefly by reaction of dibasic acids with dihydric alcohol, and it is a strong fiber resistant to crease and thus keeps its shape. Polyester is strong, light and weather resistant. So what happened? Polyester is that type of synthetic fiber which is produced by the reaction of diabasic with dihydric alcohols. With the combination of this we get polyester type of cloth, and it is so strong, resistance to crease, that keeps its shape, and it's too strong, light and water weather resistance. According to weather it persists. Now last topic of the chapter: advantages of synthetic fiber over natural fiber. Synthetic fiber are very strong. Synthetic fiber absorb very little water. Synthetic fiber are more durable than natural fiber. Synthetic fibers are wrinkle resistant. Synthetic fiber are quite light. Synthetic fiber are extremely fine. Synthetic fibers are not attacked by moths. Synthetic fibers do not shrink. Synthetic fibers are less expensive and readily available, and clothes made from synthetic fibers are easier to maintain. So these all are the best qualities of synthetic fibers that can be compared against natural fibers. Maybe they are not so much durable, so much not wrinkle resistance, their creases are not won't be rushed off, but even these are quite usable. On this we are going to look after some word banks which are important for you to study. These are fiber. This thin strands created from natural or by chemical process. Second is fabric, a cloth made from fibers by the process of weaving, knitting and felting. Ginning, the process of separating cotton fibers from seeds. Spinning, the process of making yarns from fibers. Weaving, weaving involves the making of fabric from yarns. Retting, the process of rotting the stems of the plant in water to remove the sticky substance and separates them. Shearing, the process of removing the wool from sheep. These all are the important highlights of the chapter, or we can say word banks that are important for you all to learn, and it's very urgency that if you are just getting this, so it will be easier for you all to understand the chapter nicely. Now what comes, as we have completed our third chapter, fiber to fabric, which was an historical theoretical part, we can say, theoretical based chapter that we have completed. Now after this, a small video has been attached with your video so that you can carefully understand what we have read out today. It will be easier for you to understand the full chapter within a short video also. If anyone having any doubt, they can ask me and we can resolve it that carefully. Now second thing, on the basis of this, I have given you some assignment that you have to do. What are they? Assignments: match the columns. First, match the columns A with B. Cotton, synthetic fiber. Core, silkworm. Wool, coconut. Silk, ship. Linen, ginning. Nylon, flax. Second question, what is shearing? State advantages of synthetic fibers. Define sericulture and from where hemp is obtained from. So these are the questions related to your today's topic that you have to complete and submit. Now the next thing, as I have said you that I have attached a video format to just for a simple explanation. So as you are going with the video, just deal with that video also, so it will be easier for you to understand what the video wants to say. Maybe it was a theory based chapter, so that you may felt some problems or difficulties to get in, but I am there to solve your problem always at any time, so you can discuss if you have any problem with me. So with the next class with a new topic, and it may be an interesting topic that you all like it, I will try my best to have that. So with this short notice, today I just complete my lecture, and thank you for listening me today, and have a nice day.
Fiber to fabric.
Good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Students, today we will learn about fibers. Do any of you know what is a fiber?
Ma'am, fibers are long, flexible and thin, thread-like structures. They are used to make yarns. These yarns are combined together to make different kinds of fabric.
You are right, Jack. Based on their origin, fibers are classified into two types: natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Does anyone know what are natural fibers?
Natural fibers are fibers that are obtained from natural sources. Some natural fibers are cotton, wool, etc.
That's correct, Ria. Natural sources of fiber are plants and animals. So, on the basis of sources, natural fibers can be further divided into two types, that is, plant fibers and animal fibers. As the name suggests, plant fibers are those that are obtained from plants. For example, cotton and jute. Cotton is a soft fiber that grows in a ball around the seeds of cotton plants.
Ma'am, where are cotton plants grown in India?
Cotton is a warm season crop which requires moderate rainfall. It needs fertile clay soil with good moisture holding capacity. The black soil found in western India and southern India and alluvial soil in northern India are suitable for growing cotton. Jute is another source of plant fiber. It is a long, soft and shiny fiber that can be spun into coarse, strong threads. Jute is made from the stem of jute plants. It grows best in alluvial soil, receiving silt from annual floods, as in the Sundarbans Delta, in India and Bangladesh. Did you know that almost 85% of the world's jute cultivation is concentrated in the Sundarbans Delta in India and Bangladesh?
Wow, that is really interesting.
Now, can anyone tell me about animal fibers?
Ma'am, as the name suggests, fibers that are obtained from animals such as wool from the hair of sheep and some other animals are animal fibers.
That's great, Alice. You explained the animal fibers well, using an example. Did you know the process of removing the wool from sheep using clippers is called shearing? Silk is another animal fiber. It is obtained from the cocoon of the silkworm. Each silkworm spins a continuous thread up to 800 meters long to make a cocoon. Now let us understand the synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers are man-made fibers. They're actually plastics made from chemicals that are obtained mostly from petroleum. Nylon and polyester are some examples of synthetic fibers.
Ma'am, can you please tell us how synthetic fibers are made?
The plastic is first heated to melt it. Then it is forced through a device called spinneret, which has fine holes. The long threads that emerge from the holes are allowed to cool and solidify. Several of these threads are twisted together to make yarn, which is then used to make synthetic cloth.
Ma'am, are there any advantages of synthetic fibers?
Yes, synthetic fibers have several advantages over natural fibers. Synthetic fibers are easy to maintain, cheaper and easily available as compared to natural fibers. They are durable and do not wrinkle easily. So students, that was all for the day.
Thank you, ma'am, for telling us all these things.
You're welcome, students. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.